Enix presents Try Ace. I wonder if that name is still around. Alright, Valkyrie Profile. I've been consistently playing this game for 3 years. I love this game to bits. I played this game for the first time around 3 years ago, but I still think I am qualified to do a pretty good walkthrough of this game. I'm going to try to show everything there is to show. If you want to know the 100% requirements, those will be in the description, so I don't waste the intro here explaining what they are. So, alright, so configuration. Before you start, I would highly recommend changing that to fast or page units. Page units means the text goes by instantly. And then I would recommend changing this to X and that to circle like that. This is because having jump on X and attack on circle is just a lot better in my opinion. This button layout is a lot more convenient, so you're not like constantly switching between the circle and square button when you're jumping and attacking at the same time. And these are also the default controls in the Japanese version, and the Japanese version had better default controls in my opinion. So also, if you think this screen is too bright, then you can go down here and change this. This does not change the brightness of the game itself. This only changes the brightness of the menu. And in the PSP version, the brightness of the menu was decreased from the PS1 version here. So I'm guessing the developers thought it was a little bright originally by default. So yeah, let's change that to about like 50 there, so I'm not blinding the viewers every time I open the menu there. Alright, let's watch the prologue, and yes, this is very important. You do want to watch this.
I must hurry! I don't want to get scolded by Mother again. I'm so sorry. Your clothes, are they...
Watch where you're going, girl. How dare you splash water on a guest?
Forgive me. Mother, who were those men?
It's none of your business. You have work to do now. Hurry up and grab your bucket.
Lucian? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
Shh! Be quiet! Platina, we've got to run! Come now, hurry!
What are you talking about, Lucian?
Listen to me. Your mother and father, they've sold you.
You little thief! What are you doing to my daughter?
Come on!
Lucian, I I want to go home.
How can you say that?
I haven't heard anything from Mother about this. Are you sure this isn't all a misunderstanding about being sold? She must be so worried about me right now. Lucian?
You've seen the men in black, haven't you? They've come to my house, too. And the next day, my little sister was gone. My mom and dad didn't tell me anything.
What? But everyone said she was stricken with a disease.
Oh? Have you ever heard of a disease that makes you disappear? Anyway, our family has no money for doctors. I just don't want to lose you.
Lucian... Then let's run away, far away. I'll go anywhere with you, Lucian.
Where do you think we are?
I don't know. What will become of us now?
Where?
It's so beautiful. Do you think this might be... heaven?
It's bad luck to say such things.
I'm sorry.
These flowers, they're... Platina, we've got to get out of here. These flowers, all of them, they're... weeping lilies.
Weeping lilies?
That's right. If we stay here, their poison will kill us. Platina!
If I were to fall asleep here, would I be able to just slip away?
What?
I can't stand it any longer, no matter how hard I've tried. Mother and Father have never treated me with kindness. If you care about me so much, Lucian, do you think... Do you think we might be reborn? That we might be reborn together? I'm so glad to have known you, Lucian, but I have too many awful memories. I just want to forget it all.
No! Wake up! I won't have it! You want to forget? Would you forget me too, Platina? Platina!
And I'm gonna skip that intro. That next intro, the opening movie, that's like shows a whole bunch of spoilers. So yeah, watching that prologue gives you a bunch of important story beats there. All right, new game. All right, we're gonna play on hard mode because hard mode is the only way to get all the characters, and it also has more dungeons. All right, we got this long intro here. A lot of really long cutscenes in this game. But they're all very good cutscenes in this game. I'm gonna talk a little bit during this one because this one is mostly no dialogue, so... I kind of don't want to talk over it though because it's such a beautiful cutscene. There she is.
How nostalgic.
How nostalgic. That's right, Valkyrie. Alright, this song that plays here is so beautiful. But I'm gonna talk over it. So there she is, she's walking in Valhalla. She's wearing a wedding dress before. That's never really explained. You know, it's up to you just to theorize what that's all about. Another reason why I'm playing this game is so people who want to know what this game is but don't want to play it personally can probably just come across my playthrough and watch me play it instead if they don't want to play it themselves. Because this game is known for being very convoluted and very difficult. Now granted, I didn't have much trouble with this game on my first playthrough. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, I'm just saying that I personally feel like I got a good grasp of this game my first time through, so... Yeah, this game is very rare, and if you do find a copy, there's a good chance that copy won't even work. And the version on the PSN store right now is not a particularly good version. So here I am playing the PS1 version, the American version of the PS1 version, the best version. And I'm going to show everything there is in this game. And I'm going to try to make it thorough and entertaining to those who probably, you know, can't play it themselves. So I will go on ahead. That's right.
Welcome to Valhalla.
You seem as if you're waiting for someone.
Of course. I've been waiting for you, Lenneth. I've been waiting since my sister Freya told me you were coming back.
Has it been that long? Are you well?
Yes! Oh, Lord Odin is waiting for you within.
Of course. We will speak later, Frey.
Every background in this game is very, very beautiful. A lot of layers, so many layers in the backgrounds. They're all, like, animated to an extent.
I am here, Lord Odin, at your service.
Stand, Lenneth. You have no need to kneel before us like a dweller in Midgard.
I understand.
I rejoice to see you again. You have been missed.
And you.
Lenneth Valkyrie. I would not summon you, the greatest of the three goddesses who govern destiny, without good cause.
Yes, my lord.
The head of Mimir has told me that Ragnarok, the end of the world, draws near.
Ragnarok?
There have been signs of unrest among the Vanir of late. It seems that we, the Aesir, will not be able to avoid war with them. We require warriors. You shall journey to Midgard, the world below, and search for suitable human souls.
It is my honor, Lord, to serve you.
I expect great things from you. Very well then. Freya?
Yes, my lord. I will join you on your journey down, but I must return before long. You have but recently awakened, and it would be unkind of me to send you alone.
So there's the premise. Ragnarok's coming. We gotta find soldiers. This is the human world. Yes, the lower world of Midgard, where souls wander about, locked in cages of flesh. Does it remind you of anything? Not particularly. I've never seen this world before. I see. Then let us go. Go where? It is time for me to teach you about who you are and what your role is. Alright, here we have the hub. What is this? I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, do you hear something? What do you mean? You have a power that is yours alone. Close your eyes and open your heart. Concentrate and listen. You will understand. Press start to begin spiritual concentration. This is one of the most important mechanics in this game. You're going to press start, and that'll lead you to your next destination.
You think it's foolish, brother, because you're content with what you have. You're wrong.
Artolia right there. So as you could see there, or you could hear, there was a woman who was like, "Ah, help me!" And, you know, a bunch of screaming, some commotion going on. And it's coming from a place called Artolia, apparently. Now, this is very important to say. These are mostly randomized in this game. So whenever you do one of these concentrations that leads you to the next area, there is a chance that it won't line up with other playthroughs. But this specific area is fixed. We are going to get Artolia every time during this specific concentration. However, after this point, the concentrations are going to be mixed up a little bit. We might get some dungeons that usually appear later, earlier than usual. So if you come across an extreme difficulty spike, that's probably why. Yes. Do you hear it? What is this? That is your power. The power to hear the sorrow, anger, and hopes of humans near death. What a power. Oh my gosh. The power is to hear their souls cry out. It is your task to take the souls of those chosen departed within yourself. So remember how, you know, we heard all that commotion? We heard all of those voices, all those screams? That means that one of those people, you know, someone we heard in that commotion, we are going to recruit one of those people to be a soldier for us in Ragnarok. So I am to search amongst the souls of the departed for those worthy to become heroes? Yes, that is why. That is why what? Uh-oh, Freya almost spoiled the surprise. Let us go. If we go even closer, you will be able to synchronize your souls with theirs. Then you will understand more. Also, when I said that's the hub, that green field there that we were in, that's where most of, well, not most of your tasks, but that's where most of your exploring is going to take place in this game. Arngrim, help him out, won't you? I wish I could do a good Laufer impression. He has a really unique voice. Arngrim, help them out, won't you? Yeah, I can't do a Laufer, unfortunately. It's a breasted falcon lady. This beast is tough. Ah. Nuisance, out of my way. Alright, so here we have control of Arngrim right now. Oh, look, you can see the screen clip there for a second. Alright, let's get to move on. Let me assist you. Alright, first boss fight, let's go. Actually, this isn't like a boss fight. Actually, yeah, this is kind of a boss fight, because it's like a singular enemy in a cutscene. So, yeah, square and X, you can attack your characters there. I don't think it's possible to lose this fight. I could be wrong. I've never seen anyone lose this fight personally, and your attacks are basically guaranteed to hit. So, yeah, that boss fight is very easy. Welcome home, brother. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah, just sit down. There's Roland, Arngrim's disabled brother. You're still drawing that stuff. Art is more than just that stuff. If you can't sell it, what's the point? I don't do it for money. Whatever. Love Arngrim. Brother. It's different. Different than war where you just kill people. What? I don't fight for money. I'm a mercenary because I enjoy it. Same as you, right? I don't give a damn about expressing myself or whatever. He's so edgy. Say, Roland, what's fun about making art anyway? You think it's foolish, brother, because you're content with what you have. For me, drawing pictures has always been a way for me to escape the confines of this frail body of mine. I'm sorry, brother. I know that part of the reason you fight is to support me. I'll leave the money here. Yeah, look at Arngrim. He don't even care about money or possessions or none of that. He's only doing it just so his brother can have some money, because his brother can't get money himself. That statue... Actually, I think his brother, it's implied that he sells his paintings. It's a present from His Highness. They give it to the guy who kills the most people in battle. Princess. It is unseemly for such a lovely young princess who will one day rule the country to lose her temper in such a disgraceful manner. Silence, Lomber! I will not stand here silently and accept abuse from the likes of you. We cannot allow such behavior from a boorish mercenary. Princess Jolanda. You need not concern yourself with with regards to this matter, Princess. I will take care of everything. Ellipsis. Look at this background. This background's really nice looking. Thanks to your meritorious efforts, the barbarians have been driven back. I salute you all. And among you, I believe, is the greatest warrior of all, Sir Arngrim. Also, I think if you want to, like, you know, reread dialogue, you can press one of the trigger buttons here. Yeah, see, look, you can reread the dialogue by pressing L1. That's very nice. I wish more games did that, because I'm always, like, reading over text. I mean, like, skipping text and, like, misreading stuff, so... To you, I present a cash bonus and this statue. So you can just press that button and see we got all the text there. Very, very nice. Very convenient. Although I'm sure mercenary taste is no different than that of a barbarian. Ooh, that's deep. He's like no different than his enemy. How delightful. I thank you from the bottom of the gaping void in my soul. Oh my god. You think this makes everything alright? This cheap little statue's nothing but a lie. Ha, ha, ha. You're such a feeble little king. What are you? I don't have time for this farce. This statue looks a lot like you, don't you think? That's my Armgrim impression. Huh? Father! Damn. Don't waste my time with this crap. You ungrateful brute. To subject my father to such barbarianism. 10,000 deaths are not enough for you. Guards, take him. As if they can. What are you doing? Nah, they just let him walk out. That arrogant lout. There must be some way I can get him. Let me think. I've got it. Her plan here is... You'll see, it's pretty convoluted. Alright, you can talk to him, but you gotta stay in like just the right spot to talk to Roland here. It's been a long time since you hung around the house all day, huh? See anything else in that? That's all he says. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. Just sit down and relax. There's a knock at the door there. Do you want something? Aren't you... I mean... Might you be Sir Arngrim? Yeah, that's right. My name is... Jella. Jella? Yeah, Jella, my name is Angela. Okay. And what may you want from me, Lady Angela? I came to offer you a job. Are you serious? You've got time, why not talk to her? I think that's the only time in the game you see that specific character portrait of Arngrim right there. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's the only time. So, are we going anywhere? I mean, where are we going? I just read that wrong, my bad. Let's go to one of those restaurants? Do you know of any fine establishments? Well, this place over here is about as fine as it gets in Artolia. Nanlu Garden. I hope that's how you say that. The only gourmet Yamato-style restaurant in Artolia, it's promised to the citizens of the continent. The taste experience many Westerners find rather bizarre. Ooh, sounds fancy. May I take your order? I have no idea. I wonder who said that there. Like, I wonder if that was Angela or Arngrim who said that. Let's see, I'll take this, and this, and this. And what would you like to drink? This, and one of these. Hey, are I really gonna eat all that? Why would I? I'll just have what I want and leave the rest. So as you can see, she's a little bit spoiled. So, what was it you wanted to hire me for? Why don't we talk while we eat? 30 minutes later. Call your manager. Huh? I said call your manager! Don't act like such a spoiled little princess. Is something not to your liking? Not to my liking, you say, what is this meat? It's raw. But miss, that is called sashimi. It's classic Yamato cuisine. I really like his character portrait. It's like so detailed. Looks like it's almost like almost a different art style than the other characters. And what's this cloudy soup? It smells awful. It must be rotten. Miss, that's an absolute staple of Yamato cuisine, miso soup. And what about this? It's a monster. You're trying to make me eat baby krakens. But miss, that's just plain octopus. You serve monsters here? I assure you, miss. I've never been so insulted in my entire life. Ah, my throat is parched. Calf, black, what kind of water is this? Are you trying to poison me? How dare you? 10,000 deaths are not enough for you. Z. Your bill, sir. Wonderful. Wonderful. Also, this is a little bit misleading right here. This is the only time in this entire game this game will prompt up a save like this for you. Every other time we want to save, we're going to have to go into the menu ourselves to save. So there is no auto-saving like this in this game. So yeah, do not get used to this. You do not want to forget the save, since this game will not remind you to save like it is doing here. So there is no auto-saving like this in this game. So you definitely want to choose, yeah, save here, definitely. Alright. There are 7 save slots here, and in memory card slot 2, there will be 7 as well, if you have another. Alright. So this happened before you could hear what she wanted? Yeah. Princess Jolanda. I'm gonna be honest, when I first played this game, I did not know that was Jolanda at first. Aren't I dense? What's going on? Well, I know she came here in disguise to hire me for a job. As you see that one of his legs don't bend right. Yeah. She's very proud. Huh? Talking in her sleep, eh? Foul Oathbreaker. 10,000 deaths are not enough for you. Aw. So that's it. I understand now. Aw. Ain't that sweet?
I insulted that girl's father right in front of her. Of course, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to show what a gutless coward the king is.
So you did mean to insult him.
What I did wasn't wrong. But a daughter can't help but love and honor her own father. Is there any child that would not feel anger at seeing their sire made a fool of?
Where am I? It's already evening. Yeah, it is. I have to go. Oh! Is it okay if I come back tomorrow to make my offer? Yeah, sure. He's so patient. A job offer, huh? Probably some sort of revenge for what I did to her father. When she comes tomorrow, I'll apologize to her. You're late. So, what's your offer this time? For the record, this is not Jolanda. Some people confuse these two characters. This agent here is not the same character. This is not Angela. I mean, Jolanda in disguise. It's short notice, but I need you to help another man deliver. What? Give me a break. You're wasting my time for that? Come on. The pay is top price, so will you take it? Dangerous cargo, eh? Well, I'll take it. But I want 5,000. My price is doubled. Fine, it's a deal. You serious? Well, if you say so. By the way, who's the other guy you got me teamed up with? You'll meet soon enough.
I don't know what that guy's up to. As long as I get my money, I could care less.
The next day. Alright, so we can talk to him here. The princess isn't coming, is she? Probably not. But if you think about the princess being out of the castle, yeah, I suppose. If she keeps sneaking out, she's going to get her attendants executed. Yeah. Some conversationalist. Arngrim don't care. Alright, so as of right now, you can explore the entire town. You can talk to any NPC you come across. So I think there are a few NPCs in here. The NPCs in here. All we can do is pray now. If the Vilnar army comes this way, this whole town will be wiped out. So yeah, you can go and explore every town. You know, there's like a lot of towns to explore in this game. A lot of like areas to, you know, see. You can walk to the restaurant that we took Jolanda in here. You can explore this place. However, there's nothing to really do or to acquire at the moment. We'll explore every place thoroughly at the end of these videos. So, as of right now, you can just return to your house. The only requirement is to just leave and re-enter your house here, so... You're not missing anything. I mean, we're not missing anything. Brother, you have a visitor. I want to speak with you. Is this about a job? Yeah. Did you take it? I leave tomorrow morning. You'll be alone again for a few days. What about the princess? Cancelled, probably. Well, this is something of a surprise. My partner is going to be you then, eh? So Arngrim's like a well-known mercenary. Badrak knows or has heard of him. Ah, don't give me that. The name's Badrak. Nice to meet you, Arngrim. I've heard all about you. If you must engage in such meaningless blather, do it on the road. This cargo must be delivered. Yes, ma'am.
Vilnor was about a week's journey away along the Great Road. But the journey was uneventful, and by the third day we were halfway there.
I'm getting plenty of money for this job, so who really cares what's in the thing? Hey, Mr. Bodyguard. Arngrim, don't say anything. He's too cool for that. Grr, that Lombert. Lombert, that's the guy the Jolanda was screaming at the start. Artolia's chief counselor. You mean it wasn't the agent who hired us? Hey, bodyguard, something's coming behind you. What? Knights! And lots of them. Knights.
The dust looked to have been kicked up by a group of Artolian cavalry. It seemed like they were chasing something, but I never imagined it was us.
Uh-oh. Halt. Surrender your cargo for inspection. Hey, hold up.
When I think about it now, I never should have agreed to take that package without knowing what was inside. It just wasn't like me.
These are the ones. Let's get out of here. Hey, hold on a second. I like to think that Arngrim is like running away because Arngrim thinks there's probably like a bomb in there or something. But no. It's Jolanda. What?
Our parcel? It was that little tomboy princess. Jolanda.
Looks like we'll have to wait till night and run. Arngrim's thinking. That damn Lumber, he totally screwed this. You filthy, you knew? No, I didn't know what was in the damn thing. It's just that my client was Lambert like always, and... Did those soldiers know that Lambert... Huh? No way, can't be. The guy's a Vilnor spy, you know. Badrak knows a lot for what he is. What? Nobody was supposed to know what was in the thing, man. If Vilnor got their hands on the princess, they'd have her totally in the palm of their hand.
I'd have been quite happy to kill a stinking knave, but I've got more important things to do.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually heard those cries in the concentration earlier. Hey, what the hell is that? Such a cool design. Look at that monster. Hey, help us! Hey, what's going on, Jolanda? Because the princess was unconscious, the captain told us to give her this medicine that he got from Lambert. Isn't that the princess?
Lambert was playing two hands. He knew the abduction would be discovered, so he sent some medicine along with the search party. If we made it all the way to Vilnor, no problem. But if we were discovered, the cavalry would use the medicine. He knew the princess would be unconscious if she was found. The medicine's effect was as you see. The princess became a monster, and afterwards all were dead. Perhaps even the princess.
That's exactly what happens when somebody drinks ghoul powder. Ghoul powder? Yeah, it turns the person into a howling demon. Necromancers use stuff all the time. Lumber is a necromancer? Angela. Angela? You mean Jolanda? What are you talking about? It's time we get back to Artolia. I'm getting out of here. See ya. Badrak's a coward.
Maybe he made the right choice. I don't know. But I wasn't going to run.
Damn straight.
Even on the field of battle, I'd never felt like this. Lambert! I'm going to kill you. But
Arngrim's gonna run over, see what he can do. Stop! That's... human. Life is not something to be thrown away. If you're a true warrior, you'll find your path in the maelstrom of battle. Everything Valkyrie says in this game is divine and poetic. The battle maiden Valkyrie?
Who hadn't heard the tales of the endless war the gods wage with the creatures of darkness?
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits us.
Alright, here we go. We got 3 characters this time. More than the 2 we had earlier. Freya is extremely overpowered. She has like this beam attack here. Look how much damage that does. Does 1 attack at the moment. I don't think you can lose this battle either. I think this is like a cutscene. So yeah, just press the attack buttons and battle away. Also, you can time your attacks. So if I want to just use Valkyrie, I can press the Valkyrie square button and then she will just attack. And then I can just press triangle to let Arngrim go and attack. And then I can just press X, let just Freya go and attack. So after a while, you'll get like a lot of different characters to play with. And you can like time their attacks to be in sync with each other. You can like juggle enemies, and if you juggle enemies, you can make them drop items. Next up is one of my favorite monologues in the game.
Battle is my greatest pleasure. But this was different.
You think it's foolish, brother, because you're content with what you have.
You're wrong! It was through others' misfortune that I felt myself to be strong. That's right. I who was myself without morals. Who was I to judge others? Who was I to look down on them in justice? I began to realize that the king and I were very much the same.
That's sad. There Jolanda is. She's dead. She's dead. Valkyrie just took her soul. I thought you might show up sooner or later. You really should have just run away. It'd avail you nothing to cause a disturbance here, young man. Maybe not, but it'll sure as hell avail me to smash your face in. Damn, I see. Arngrim, you may be a genius on the battlefield, but when it comes to the higher arts, you know little. You realize you are already dead. What? Magic, Lambert. I mean, Arngrim. Oh my god. Let me show you. Arr!
I beg of you! You must save Arngrim, please!
Save? How do you think he might be saved? By being allowed to continue to live, or by being chosen by me?
Yet, one thing does strike me as odd. I'd have believed it if you ran away, but could a human really have defeated a ghoul? I can't imagine Nice. She just saved Arngrim. What? Ah, now I understand. We have a little conspiracy here, don't we? Conspiracy, I hear you're the expert on that subject. That's a great line. Defiler of souls, your sins lay heavy upon you.
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits.
All right, next battle here. I also don't think it's possible to lose this battle either. Actually, can you? I guess if you just keep like ending your turn, but yeah, if you just like wail on him, you can't really lose. Also, this background is really cool. I love this battle art here. He's gonna use magic on us. Different characters have different magic resistances and stuff like that, but it's not really something you should worry about because you can just use items to increase your magic resistance anyway. So that's the first magical spell right there. I think that's Firestorm he was using on us. Actually, no, the harpy at the start was using lightning on us. So the first was lightning, and then we saw fire there. Prepare yourself, rebel scum. These slipknot soldiers. Wait, these slipshod soldiers think they just call me rebel scum? Slipshod. Look, friend, I don't expect me to do you any favors. I'm not going to die. I guess they don't have much use for heroes with true strength up in Asgard, eh? Ha ha ha. Vainglorious human, strength is not everything. You're one to talk, Death Goddess. Impudent fool, Valkyrie is not a goddess of the dark. Such words result in your certain death. Angela. Huh? You knew? I see. So you're safe, little one. I have one question. Aren't you just the Death Goddess? Aren't you just a Death Goddess? Probably said it like that. A god of death is merely responsible for the snuffing out of lives. I, however, can show you the path. Path? Yes, however, you must walk it on your own. Stop this pointless slaughter. Old man. Arngrim, will you truly raise arms against me? Do I have any regrets? No. That's his best friend's dad.
Why did you save me?
Consider it a gift.
It seems we'll be spending quite a bit of time together.
That it does, little one. Quite a bit indeed.
Fate can indeed be a cruel mistress. That's a great line. What is it? This game is full of amazing dialogue. Like every line of dialogue is just so good. Nothing. Let us take leave of here. Next? Yes. Even the strongest steel must first be tempered, yes. To send them to Asgard directly would be only a death sentence. Concentrate once again. Okay, that dialogue is extremely vague, but it's also explaining a super, super important mechanic that I will be sure to go into more detail about. You should be able to feel the presence of the undead as well. Are going to concentrate again. This next area is also not randomized. Artolian Mountain Ruins. Yes, I feel them. They're nearby. So she can sense an enemy presence, she can sense the undead, and she's gonna go vanquish them in the Artolian Mountain Ruins. Let us go and see. Alright, you see that dot on the map? That's where we gotta go. And you can press the select button. You can get the full view of the map. And you can even look down. You can see towns that we can go to later. So there's a town there. There's a town over here. You can see... Now, granted, you can't, like, go anywhere yet, so there's no point in exploring. But yeah, this is the hub. It's very large. You can just fly around it. You can go really high if you want. You can go really low. Also, Valkyrie's fast, which I like. Like, she can, like, fly all around this map. It's kind of fun. All right, now let's get a move on. So the dot in the center of the map there. All right, there it is. There it is. Artolian Mountain Ruins. That's right, the first dungeon. The Artolian Ruins lie in the northern hills. The massive stonework have eroded over the years, and the hulking forms peer eerily out from a deep blanket of fog. A bonfire now burns there, and an eerie screaming sound can be heard each night. Period 2. Okay, I will explain the periods when that's important. You don't have to worry about the period 2 thing yet. Long story short, every dungeon takes up 2 periods. I sense an enemy. Yes, there is one. An undead. Lenneth, are you ready? I can accompany you through this ruin. But when you leave this place, I must return to Asgard. Yes. Look at this, Lenneth. That is a memory camp. Alright, so that's where we can save our game right there. I think you understand, but eating souls is a discretion of the dead. Having mercy on the undead is useless. Enough, let's go. Alright, we're gonna go vanquish the undead now. Alright, here's a save point. Nice, we have Valkyrie, Arngrim, Freya, and Jolanda. These are the first 4 characters that you will have access to. Freya is extremely overpowered for the time being. So, alright, let's go to data. You can save your game. There is nothing missable at all in the first little chapter there, so you can just save over that. There is nothing to miss, so... Alright, save there. Alright, I'm gonna take this time to explain this entire menu here. Alright, skill Valkyrie. On this screen, you have your traits, your setup, and your learn. So every character has their own capacity points and their own menu here. Different characters have different skills you can level up with their capacity points that they earn, depending on the weapons that they have. So Jolanda is a mage, so her attack skills and support skills are going to be a little different than Arngrim's, who is a sword user. Now, granted, we can't really do anything on this menu yet because our characters are not leveled up yet, so we don't really have the proper means to do anything here at the moment. It's important to know that you can only have a maximum of 999 capacity points. So if you level up and you have 999 capacity points, then you'll actually be losing capacity points that you could otherwise spend on skills. And this game is generous with its capacity points, so you definitely should not hoard your capacity points. In my opinion, if you want to play optimally, you do not want to hoard your capacity points. Like you don't want to save them up. Whenever you get the appropriate amount of capacity points, you just want to buy your skills here, and that'll help you retain a good level of skill throughout the game, so you can kill enemies a lot faster and stuff like that. We only have first aid at the moment. Every character has first aid. 15% chance of restoring DME. That's Divine Material Energy, which is the amount of HP points your characters have. So if you get hit, there will be a 15% chance that getting hit will actually heal you a little bit. We are not going to raise that at the moment. Don't waste your 20 capacity points just yet. Next up, we have traits. Valkyrie does not have traits, but Jolanda does. All right, cute, snobbish, loves dad, shallow, foolhardy, stout, naivety, and optimistic. These also take up capacity points, and if you purchase these, the character's hero value on the right there will go up. If your character has a high enough hero value, you'll be able to transfer them which we cannot do yet. We'll be able to transfer characters after we complete this first dungeon here. And when you transfer a character, you will permanently lose that character, but you will be rewarded with various nice items. So yes, throughout this game, you do get a lot of characters. There are over 20 characters in this game to play as, but you are going to have to, sacrifice some of them so you can get better items to make your other characters better. Equipment, we don't have any good equipment at the moment, so yeah, just a pretty basic equipment menu there. Used items, you have 10 spectacles, 10 elixirs, and 5 union plumes. This game does get difficult. It really does. So you do not want to be afraid to use your elixirs and your union plumes. We have 4 for every character, along with 1 extra one. So I'm going to try to not die, but if one does, there you have it. And elixirs. Elixirs are so overpowered in this game. They heal 50% of damage. And then the spectacles tell you enemies' weaknesses, but we are not going to have to worry about that because I already know what the weaknesses are anyway. So yeah, we don't have to pay attention to that. All right, transmutate, that we can't do that right now. And convert MP. If you want more MP, you can actually sell your elixirs and your union plumes for more MP. MP helps you buy other items. So if you have an item that's just useless or you're not using, then you can sell it and then you can probably buy something better. So that is very nice. And I just sold a spectacle by accident. That's nothing to worry about. Oh, look at that. Now I have 2001 MP. Isn't that super unsatisfying? I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry to my OCD viewers. All right, spectacles, elixirs, union plume, my potion. All right, these are what you can buy at the moment. You can go over here. You can buy these weapons here if you want. Yeah, you got the antler sword we can purchase. Does 100 damage there. Viking sword, the attack down there is 70. Two-handed sword, 80 there. You're probably wondering, why is this weapon more expensive than this weapon when this weapon does less damage? And that is because this weapon is for Arngrim, and he has a higher attack value than characters that can use the antler sword. So that explains why the two-handed sword is a little more expensive despite being weaker overall. Personally, I would not really worry about purchasing anything here at the moment. Yeah, just, there's nothing here to really... I mean, I guess you can buy more elixirs. Having more elixirs is always very, very, very nice. So if you want to buy 5 more of those, then yeah, I would recommend doing that, and maybe buy a little bit more union plumes if you want. Yeah, let's purchase 3 there. There we go. Now we have 15 elixirs and 8 union plumes. Very, very nice. Status. Here you can read the descriptions of every character you get, and for the record, when you transfer characters in this game, you will lose their status screen. So if you transfer Jelanda later, you won't be able to read her little text down there at the bottom. And you can see her resistance there. She's resistant to ice. She has Firestorm, which is actually a very nice spell. She has Heal. That's also very nice for the time being. Alright, I'm going to read the descriptions here. One of 3 goddesses of fate whose role it is to decide a person's fate after death. A mid-level goddess of the 6th rank. Her true name is Lenneth Valkyrie. And she is 23 Midgard Reckoning. What does that mean? Does that mean 23 is a technicality? Huh. Arngrim 26, a mercenary from the Artolia region, blessed with a true warrior's power and a good measure of luck. His sword fighting technique is unmatched. In battle, he fights as a demon possessed, slicing through foes like a scythe through ripe wheat. That's right, total badass. Also, it says he has good luck. That does not apply to gameplay. He does not get more item drops in battle, so... Alright, Freya. Venerated as the goddess of fertility, Freya appears as a beautiful young blonde woman. However, she is second only to Odin in terms of true power, commanding power over life as well as death. And she appears to be the same age as Arngrim, Midgard Reckoning. And then Jelanda, she's our youngest character. First princess of Artolia, behind her pure, sweet image lies a pampered princess with a heart of steel and a razor-sharp tongue. Alright, so here are the stats. These stats are mostly randomized, but the divine materialized energy, there is a way to make it so your divine materialized energy, which is your HP in this game, that's your damage value. There is a foolproof way to max that out, and luckily it is not hard to do so. So you will get max health in this playthrough, and hopefully that'll make things a little easier. And then there is the configure menu. I think I might increase the window bright to That'd be 65, yeah. All right, there, that is party. You will be able to swap your characters out with other characters in this menu later, but we only have 4 characters at the moment, so we can't do that right now. All right, ability. Jolanda is a mage, and mages have 10 spell slots in this game. She has Firestorm and Heal, 2 very nice spells. Firestorm is fire elemental, and it can hit every enemy on screen. Now, it's not the best spell, not by a long shot. There are better spells than Firestorm, but it is a good spell for the time being. It's a nice spell to start the game out with. Like, there are characters at the end of this game who come with Firestorm, and Firestorm is still useful at that point. So, I mean, there are better spells, but it's not, like, useless, you know what I mean? Also, you can change character attack patterns. So Arngrim has High Wind, he has 3 other attacks. Every character who is not a mage has 3 attacks. So if we go to Valkyrie here, she has Bolt Slash, she has 1 attack at the moment. So if we go to her equipment, and then we look at her weapon, which is the Antler Sword, as you can see down there in the bottom left-hand corner, it says 1, 2, and 3 with a circle next to the 1, an X next to the 2, and then an X next to the 3. That means that the only attack we can do at the current moment is the first attack. We have not unlocked the second or third attacks yet. So with the Antler Sword specifically, we can only do Bolt Slash at the moment. And Bolt Slash is just kind of like a basic thrust of the sword. But later on, we will get weapons that can do all 3 attacks. And you can get weapons for every character that allows them to do all 3 of their attacks in quick succession, which will allow you to do a ton of damage to enemies and allow you to juggle them efficiently, which is very, very nice. And then there's the save menu. This doesn't really need an explanation. Anyway, that is right. We just watched the hour-long yet very beautiful intro. I would recommend making a save here and then permanently keeping that save so you don't have to sit through that hour-long intro again if you want to replay this game again. Anyway, let's get a move on. This is the first dungeon here. It's a tutorial dungeon of sorts. Freya will be here to, like, you know, give you some advice, and she will act as our guide through this dungeon for the time being. Now, when you encounter an enemy, you want to hit them with your sword before encountering them, because that will give you the advantage in the battle. So see how I swung that sword at that enemy there? If I didn't do that, then the enemy would probably have the advantage. So we can go first. And you see the bar down there? How it went to 100? It's at 51 right now. Because it entered 100, the number hit 100, we can follow up with a special attack. And because our special attack is at 100, we can follow up with another special attack.
Prepare to be cleansed! Divine Assault!
So that means that you can chain multiple special attacks with all of your characters if your character's special attacks hit 100 every time. Freya's special attack isn't going to do that because her special attack only does like 10 hits to the bar. Now, it is also important to note that you can only do special attacks when your CT bar is depleted. If your CT bar is not depleted, then you won't be able to do special attacks. So if I run into this enemy up here without brandishing my sword like this, then the enemy will have the advantage, and the CT bar at the bottom of the screen, which I will zoom in on, that bar right there. You see how there's like an orange little glowing piece of it? Mages, such as Jolanda, can only attack when the CT bar is depleted, and we can only special attack when the CT bar is depleted. So since I ran into this enemy without brandishing my sword first, the enemy has the advantage, and our mage will not be able to attack, and we will not be able to special attack either. So see, I got hit there. I got hit because I'm bad. Anyway, Jolanda can finish off now. There we go. Jolanda could attack there. Now, because our CT bar was empty.
Their souls have been released. We have no reason to remain here.
So we had one peg of the CT bar full there, and we did a round in that battle. And every round of the battle depletes the CT bar a little bit. Let's check out the contents of that bag. It's possible there might be something usable inside. So, here are the game's chests. I mean, this isn't For some reason, this is not a chest. I don't know why this one chest is depicted as a bag, but yeah, that acts as the game's chest. You bend down, swing your sword at it, she'll open the chest. I gotta be honest, not my favorite mechanic, because you can get put into some pretty desperate situations later where you're trying to open chests and there are like a bunch of enemies around you, and then you have to, like, you know, bend down for a second to open the chest. Gotta like press down and open it. Valkyrie Profile 2 fixes that. Valkyrie Profile 2 makes it so you can open the chest by just tapping the button, and you don't really have to worry about like bending down first and waiting for the animations to all play out and stuff like that. Opening chests is very snappy and convenient in the sequel. Alright, so the item we picked up over there was the iron gate key. We can use that key here to open this gate. We get a very charming animation of the door opening here. Nice. Now, if you're playing okay, so in some versions of this game, the screen real estate is cut off. So in the version I'm playing, I can see that enemy down there, but unfortunately, if you're playing the PSN or the PSP versions of this game, then you'll just have to make a blind jump down, because you won't be able to see that enemy there, because it'll get cut off at the bottom of the screen. Not a big deal, though. That enemy is very easy to deal with. Acts just like every other enemy in this game, pretty much. I mean, in this one dungeon. So, Freya here is going to tell us how to get up on this wall here. So, see, we cannot jump up there. Our jump is not high enough, but you can crystal the wall there, and you can make a little platform for yourself like that. Very, very fun. Also, something I like in this game, that I really like in this game, that unfortunately is not in Valkyrie Profile 2, is when you crystal the ground like this, and then you break your crystal will cause you to jump. So, boom, look how fast we went there. Whoa, that's a lot of fun. Enjoy that while it lasts. You cannot do that in Valkyrie Profile 2. Yeah, it's really fun to just hop around like this. Anyway, as you can see, there's a pillar here. We need to break that pillar. Let's go back. Let's find a way to break that pillar there so we can go forward. Down here. All the way at the bottom of the screen, I'm going to look at the map so you can see where I am. I am right there. You want to come where I am. Yeah, these are the maps in this game. The maps are these, like, 3D grids with multiple layers. The maps in this game, I mean the dungeons in this game, do get very, very, very large. And they can be pretty intimidating, but they're not that bad, trust me. I love the dungeons in this game personally. Alright, I think we can top of this pillar. Lenneth, go ahead and try it. Alright, so whack it with your sword. Gotta do it twice. And this will cause the pillar to break. Another very charming animation there. It cuts to a 3D render in the world, and then it shows the pillar breaking. And since we toppled this pillar, we can go back up there. We can pass where the pillar was blocking. So there we got 500 event XP if you go into your menu, and then go to party, and then go to EXP orb. As you can see right there, it says EXP left 500. We got 500 XP from toppling the pillar there. You will get different EXP points like that by doing various different tasks in dungeons like we just did. I would not recommend using your EXP on your characters just yet. There are much better things to waste your EXP on. Also, you can like freeze enemies with your crystals. So you will not enter a battle with them if you happen to run into them. Also, you can push enemies like this. And pull. But only when the enemy is crystalled. If you try to run to the enemy when it's not crystalled, you'll just enter a battle with them. So it's very convenient that the game lets you, freeze enemies like this. Alright, in this room, there's a chance enemies will fall on top of you like that. I'm gonna fight those enemies later just to fight them. So I can show how to deal with those enemies. They do happen to fall on top of anyone using this as a guide. Alright, now this part can be pretty tricky. You have to just keep climbing this wall using your crystals. Alright, there. Try to make it up here. That might take new players a while. All right, bomb there. Run away after opening that chest. Angel Curio. Savory. Quartz Gem. And Nightshade. Now, these items, I mean, most of them, I mean, they're not, like, useful at the current moment. They're just used for crafting later. But we cannot craft anything at the moment, so... Alright, see these enemies here? We're gonna fight them.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Alright, as you can see, our CT bar down there is partially filled up, so our mage cannot attack, and we cannot special attack.
Did you think you could defeat me?
And now, if I enter this next battle by brandishing my sword instead, we will get the advantage, which means my mage will be able to attack, and I will be able to special attack. Also, we have two enemies here, so because we have two enemies here, we can go to Magic, and we can select Firestorm. If you select Firestorm from this menu specifically, it will hit every enemy on screen, so... See, look at that. Very, very nice. Our bar down there filled up to 81. I mean, 82, I think. I think it was 82. You can only do special attacks when that bar reaches 100. So we did not get the special attack there, and we could not finish off this this very dastardly, very evil enemy here. Yeah, just to think, we're like running into these enemies' natural habitats and just fighting them. It could be acting in self-defense for all we know. All right, there we go. Look how much damage Freya does. Yeah, Freya does the most damage by far at the current moment. Be sure to listen to the characters in battle. They all have unique things to say. They all talk during battle, which I really like. You can just run past the enemy here. Alright, this is a very important chest over here. Okay, jump. Alright. Nope. Okay. If that explosion hits you, then you will fall... You know, I'll just show it off. So, if that explosion hits you, then you'll get hit like this, and you'll like bounce back, and you'll fall into this like spike pit here. Luckily, this spike pit does not kill you. That would be a little bit annoying. It only damages you a little bit. Now there, we just got a new staff for Jalanda. The Element Scepter. Yes, use that. Okay, 50% chance of breaking. Yes, when you attack with this weapon, there's a great chance it will break, but, and this is a very good thing, that only happens during special attacks. So as long as you don't use Jalanda's special attack, you'll be able to have that staff forever, and it's a very powerful staff for the time being, which is very, very nice. So whenever you special attack Jalanda, there'll be a 50% chance that staff will break. So just don't special attack with her. Don't use her special attack. And yes, that is a good trade-off. That is a very good trade-off. Having this more powerful staff is worth the trade-off of not being able to use special attacks with it. In my opinion, at least. Alright, let's go in here. Alright, here we will find our first spell book. Fire Lance. This is the Book of Spells. Book of Spells. Yes, it's a book written about research done on certain magic spells. You can only learn new spells by reading this book. In this world, there are many books to be found where ways of fighting and other things are described in addition to books about magic. From these writings, you can acquire knowledge on many matters that you could not have attained otherwise from experiences on the battlefront. Magic skills are acquired when you use certain items. A skill is a single item that can be acquired by anyone. Magic, however, is a single item that can be acquired by only one person. You do not learn spells via leveling up in this game. Foxglove there. you can only learn spells by using these items you find. So we have Fire Lance here, which I would not recommend using on Jolanda. Don't waste that on Jolanda. Fire Lance is a different fire spell that, in my opinion, is not as good as the one Angela has anyway. I mean, Jolanda has anyway. There are 2 different categories of each spell, so there are 2 different fire spells in this game. Fire Lance and Firestorm. So later on, we'll get different elemental attacks, so you have 2 different lightning attacks as well. They all have different uses. Basically, Fire Lance is a slightly more powerful version of Firestorm, but it has the drawback of not being able to be done on all enemies on screen. It can only attack one enemy at a time. And because of that, I think Firestorm is a little better. The enemy's gonna go, yeah. Luckily, Arngrim dodged it. All right, go. Okay. I'm not really timing my attacks that well, but that's fine for the time being. This is like the starting first dungeon, so you don't really have to worry too much about perfectly timing your attacks. Later on, you'll definitely need to make sure you're timing everything correctly, though, trust me. Alright, up here. Make a little platform there. Jump up here. Oh my god. Get over there! Okay. Alright. And as you can see, because we toppled that pillar, we can run through here now. Gonna see if there's anything up here. No, there is not. Nothing up there. Alright. Let's get a move on. Oh my god, there's a chest there. There's an item later that helps you detect where chests are. In fact, I think it's in this room. Yeah, over here. Okay. This is, unironically, this is actually one of the hardest chests in the entire game to get. Even though it's one of the first chests, it is one of the hardest to get, so... I'm gonna open this one first. Now, here's how you get this chest, okay? Alright, you wanna crystal the very, very edge of that platform. So, let's try it. Ah, I missed, okay. There. Okay, now you can just jump over like that. Also, there's a chance that you'll get hit by that explosion, so when you open this chest, you want to, like, walk to the very edge of the platform so they don't get hit there. If that explosion hits you, that is very annoying because you'll have to, like, redo that entire section because the bomb will, you know, make you come all the way down here. That's right, these developers are not playing around. No, they are not. Alright, treasure search. One of the most important items in the game right there. So, equip that. We have a Nebelungen ring. I will explain that later. I'll explain that later. It is very important to know what that does later. Doesn't matter at the moment, though. Does not matter at the moment. So what the treasure search does is it makes it so we can detect chests. Currently, it's not working right now because there are no chests in this room. Alright, so in this next battle, we are... Okay, minor spoilers. Minor spoilers. You're going to lose Freya. You're going to lose Freya in this next battle. Alright, take all of our items. So we're going to save the game. Now, okay, I don't recommend saving over this save here, specifically because if you want to replay this game, you're going to have to sit through that hour-long intro every time, unless you keep this save. If you keep this save, then you'll have a save at the first dungeon, which is nice and convenient. But I don't care. I'm gonna save over it. All right, let's get out of here. Here they come. Whoa. He's cool looking. Elder Vampire, why do you disturb me? It is my task to hunt those creatures who prey upon the living. Abomination, you have no place in this world. Why is she so prejudiced? Punty say you amuse me. Very well then. Let us see if you have the strength to match your boastful words. It will not, I will not participate in the battle. Lenneth, let me witness your power. Use this swad. It will allow you to do a triple combo attack. So this weapon she's gonna give us allows us to use all 3 of our attacks.
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits us.
Dragon Service, they're masters of defense. We have to break through their guard with combination attacks. Okay, so... Yeah, okay. You see the 3 there? That means we can press square 3 times, and we can attack 3 times with Valkyrie now. So, 1, 2, 3, and broke the guard. Arngrim is gonna go, and then I'm gonna attack with Jolene if I can. Oh, nah, she can't. CT's build up. A lot of damage there. Alright, because our CT is depleted, we can now do all 3 attacks there. So Jelena can go. Alright, Arngrim, go. Break the guard. There we go. This sword is pretty overpowered for the time being. Very powerful for a early game 3 attack sword. Okay, broke the guard. There we go. Breaking guards also makes enemies flinch, which is very nice. Alright, Jelanda, go! Alright, follow the Arngrim and Valkyrie can do a lot of damage. Alright, special attack, Arngrim, go, go, go! Do not press circle. Don't use Jolanda's special attack. Don't do that. Because her staff will break. And it's a very powerful staff, so don't. Yeah, don't do that.
Divine assault.
If you're very observant viewers can probably tell that Valkyrie's special attack is more powerful now. That is because if you do a special attack after you already did a special attack, then that special attack will be more powerful. So the second special attack you do in the sequence is the second most powerful. The third special attack you do will be more powerful than the previous, and then if you follow up with a fourth special attack, then that special attack will be very, very powerful. That's right, we'll be doing a lot of special attack chains in this game. Okay, our first 2 artifacts. Sealed box. I love that little jingle. Alright. All artifacts are rightful property of Lord Odin. Return it, or evaluation level will drop. Okay, so... will you offer up the artifact to Lord Odin, yes or no? Your evaluation level determines the ending you get. The game makes this big scary prompt like, oh, if you get rid of these items, then your evaluation will go down. So new players might think they have to give them up to Lord Odin to, like, get a good ending or something. Look, that is never something you have to worry about. You can just keep every single artifact you come across. Alright, evaluation level -5. What? No! Don't worry about that. Trust me, just don't worry about it. Alright, Jeweled Blade Grimmest. A brand new sword. We're gonna give that to Lord Odin for precious evaluation points? No, keep that. 3,000 event XP. Also, look at the dark moon in the background there. Look how beautiful that background is. Very, very beautiful. Also, the song changes to indicate that we have finished the dungeon. Alright, so the reason why I did not unequip the Nibble Engine Ring there is because, yeah, see their darkness damage -50%? That boss fight we just encountered has darkness elemental attacks. So you do want to keep this equipped during that boss specifically. A ring bestowed upon Valkyrie by Odin showing his faith in her. If it is removed, Valkyrie's evaluation value is reduced. It may have other powers, compensations. Evaluation value? What? What is that? We probably don't want to unequip this because our precious evaluation value is going to be decreased. Nah, don't worry about it. I would recommend just Yeah, remove that. Don't worry about your evaluation value. Just remove that. Removing that will help you get the good ending. Alright. Save your game. Actually, use item. Going to heal. Alright. And do I need to use healing on any other characters? Not really. Alright. Data. Save the game. Now let's get Audi 5000. Also, look at the curtain there. I love how the curtain sways there. A lot of cool animated elements in the backgrounds in this game. You always want to be looking at the backgrounds in this game. You always want to be doing that because there are a lot of, you know, cool little things to see in the background. Also, to those watching, I would like the viewers to really try to appreciate the animations in this game. They're all very fluid. And to be sure to appreciate the soundtrack and sound design and the atmosphere it creates as well. Okay, you see the swirly thing? There was a little swirly thing around Valkyrie there. That indicates that there was a chest in the same room as us. That is very, very nice. That is very, very useful. There are a lot of large rooms in this game that are kind of difficult to navigate. And you might not ever know that there's a chest in the large rooms in this game. So it's very nice to always have this equipped. So see, we have a little swirly around us. That means there's a chest in here somewhere. So we gotta look for that chest. Oh my gosh, where could it possibly be? Over there, that's where we came from. Over here? Down here? Yeah, over here, definitely. This is one of the most useless Freya text boxes in the game. She basically just tells us how to open chests and that you can, you know, there are 3 different types of traps. You can jump, crouch, or leave, but which one is the best here? For the time being, I recommend leaving as quickly as possible. Alright, so yeah, different chests have different traps, but, you know, there's no indication on what trap is going to come out of which chest. Usually, you want to duck. You just want to duck when you open a chest. But the starting chests, you just want to run away from, because these starting chests are all mostly bombs. Some chests later will freeze you. Those chests you want to duck during. Some will confuse you. Those chests you want to duck during. And Valkyrie Profile. Oh my gosh, the controls in this game, man. Okay. Valkyrie Profile 2. There are arrows, poison arrows. Those you want to jump over. Okay. There we go. And yes, you do have to backtrack out of this dungeon yourself. You can't just... You know, you can't just, like... There's no fast travel. There's no convenient way to just leave the dungeon, unfortunately. Alright. We shall not meet for some time. Just a moment. When the Einherjar have been trained, they are sent to Asgard. At that point, you will have finished the first cycle and of your appointed tasks. I understand. The time you are allotted is not limitless, Valkyrie. Just as time passes on Earth below, time in Asgard also grinds steadily onward. At set intervals, I will undertake to inform you of events taking place in Asgard. Thank you, I understand. Game is stored as chapters and periods. Periods are the time spent in towns or dungeons. So, dungeons take up 2 periods. Towns take up 1 period, okay? This game is composed of 8 chapters. The final battle will commence when there are no periods remaining until the end of the world, so be forewarned. So this game has a set number of periods, and if you use up all of those periods, the end of the game will commence. So you want to try to go through every dungeon you can before using up all of your periods. Alright, I have one more word for you. That warrior, I don't think he's suited to become a hero. Ah, talk about Arngrim, I bet. You mean Arngrim? Yeah. Yes, of course he has brawn enough but does he has what it takes inside? That stuff that makes up an Einherjar is much more than strength alone. Valkyrie's like, what? Good luck. Taking leave of the Einherjar is but a temporary measure. Oh, and Lenneth, if you don't understand the plan for the training of the Einherjar or for the battle, ask him, her your questions. Him, her, this game is based. Well, then we will meet again. I mean, we'll meet at Ragnarok. Trans rights. All right, this is him, her. Sprite, I will I'll remain here until then, Lenneth, as a token of my esteem. The abilities of Einherjar of Asgard are not determined by strength alone, as an Einherjar's personality. I mean, Einherjar's personality has a major impact on the outcome. The physical strength alone is not enough. You must send to Asgard only the warriors who have undergone personal growth. Well, of course, the point is how much. And Einherjar's activities in Asgard are also dependent on the warriors' armament. It's a hard word to say. It's very different. Even if you make a mistake, don't send someone who is lightly armed. Don't think that just because Asgard is the world of gods that there won't be any need for armaments. Do you understand me? Well then, good luck. Okay, so we can transfer characters now. If we just send Jolanda up how she is normally, so if we send her up to Asgard with like a 41 hero value and like no good equipment on her, then there is a chance that she will unfortunately pass away after we transfer her to Asgard. Now granted, that doesn't affect your ending. Funnily enough, that does not actually affect the ending you get, but it does make the player feel very sad on the inside, so I would not recommend doing that. You always want to send optimal characters. Lena, if you seem tired, is there something you wish to ask? Okay, about the Einherjar qualities Freya has requested. Now, for the time being, Sprite here is gonna say it doesn't matter. So we just need someone with a hero value of 40. That is the only requirement. But later on, that will not be the only requirement. We will not just need a certain hero value. So she'll request someone who's, like, I don't know, good at swimming. So you want to go into the traits here, and you want to find a character you have that specifically says that they can swim. So instead of, like, realist here or something, it'll say swim or something like that. However, not every character can be transferred. Not every character can be transferred. For example, Arngrim cannot be transferred. Freya said that she didn't like him there, so no matter how good Arngrim is, no matter how high you get his specific hero value up, you'll never be able to transfer Arngrim. I think there are 3 characters in this game that you cannot transfer, and Arngrim is one of them. And alright, that is the end of Chapter 0. This walkthrough will be split up by chapters. I hope this video was either entertaining or useful or both. I greatly appreciate all those who interact with this Let's Play and do appreciate me in turn. I greatly appreciate that. A lot of the mechanics in this game may seem confusing for the time being, but over time, things will become more clear. This game can kind of be difficult to get used to, but once you do get used to it, it is a very beautiful experience. Thank you so much for watching, Dark Warriors. And yes, this game is why I call my audience Dark Warriors.